Chen Jing thinks, there's only one bowl of garlic juice, which means only one person can survive. Then she says she must be the one who survive. And pour the garlic juice on his head while Dazu trying to take the garlic juice that surprised him and thought, he originally planned to give you the bowl juice. Then Chen Lu said, Dazu, you saw it right, in Apocalypse, don't treat people well casually, because, some people, are unfit to be humans. Then that girl said, Chen Lu, you dare to set me up? Chen said, set up you? Didn't you make the decision yourself? Did he force you to pour the garlic over yourself? Chen said, let me tell you, zombies are very sensitive to garlic smell, you are dead for sure. Then that girl screamed loudly, no way, you must have lied to me. She just want to live, is there anything wrong about it? Chen said, yes, but, you have wronged to you people's kindness and bully him, especially my brother, just like what you said, you want to live, but we also want to live, is it wrong to sacrifice you? Then Chen open his subspace and bring out armor and electric bed and thinks, Chen Jing will be dead soon, dead people won't reveal secrets, and as for Dazu, he will tell him honestly later. Then Chen Jing said with teary face, armor. You prepared long ago, no wonder, you dared to pour garlic on yourself. Then Chen said Dazu, find a room to hide, now you will only be a burden to me. Dazu said, okay, the girl said brother Chen, let me off this time, in the future, you can do whatever you want to me. Chen said, he want you to go and die, once you are dead, he will let you off. Then that girl said, bastard, she didn't offend you, why have you made things difficult for me since we met? Then all the zombies attacked that girl and she still cursing Chen. Then we'll see Chen killed all zombies and said, it's a miscalculation, he have lived in this home for more than 10 years, today's is so unlucky. Then Dazu come and see that girl is dead. Chen stop him and said, Dazu, we don't have time for you to express your emotions, there's no way we can stay in this messy house, quickly help me move all the corpse out there. Half an hour later, there is many corpse out of the house and then Chen relaxed and said, finally moved all out, if only he had made, someone would be able to help him clean those blood stains. Then he thinking about Mayu is not bad, looks good, and also worked hard, he wonder if she's still alive until now. Then Dazu said, brother Chen, let's go to supermarket. Chen said, no hurry, he have better food here, let's go upstairs and drink. Then there are various type of foods on the table, appeared from thin air. Dazu looks surprised, he said, brother, how you all this doing? Then Chen said, Dazu, do you feel that there is any changes in your body? Dazu said, in the afternoon, his head hurts, and he feel much stronger. Then Chen explained, this type of changes, actually happened before Apocalypse, he experienced it too, if your change is strength type, and his is void type, he suddenly realize he can grasp some void power and he feel that there might be a disaster happening soon, so he stored some resources. Dazu understood all things. Chen thinks, he can probably accept it was easier. Then he raised a glass of wine and said, he have feeling that we will become brothers, come, and don't care so much, we should eat. Then they both cheers and Dazu said, there too many food, we can't finish them, brother Chen, we'd save some of them, just 2 or 3 is enough. Then Chen said, it's fine, even after we finish eating, Lightning King hasn't eaten yet. Then we saw Lightning King doing maid's work, he cleaning the blood stain on the floor, he thinks, don't mention leftovers, when he was a stray dog, it's lucky if he even get some swill to eat, master. Thank you, but, is wiping the floor really something a dog should do? Chen Lu is trying to concentrate its void sword and generate for some second, then he exhausted lay down on bed and said, he absorbed 42 core crystals, but, even formed void sword, lasted for 5 seconds, in his past life, he only grasped it when he was at rank 7, according to current speed, in his past life he only grasped void passage rank 9, he might be able to use when he reached rank 4 now. Then he thought, the element blade, when he grasp at king rank, he can probably use it earlier and it feels so great. Then after morning Dazu said, what you said really worked. Then he said, he feel much stronger, absorb round 7 crystals, while warlock woofing. Chen said, you ate 9? Not bad, luckily it's not 99, otherwise you will be shouting for a long time. Then Dazu thinks, no way, this dog get more than the amount he absorbed. Then open his subspace, bring out armor and said, don't look down on Lightning King, he is very talented. Try this armor. After eating breakfast, accompany him to the grain storage. Then we saw they're going toward truck while there lots of zombie roaming around truck. Chen think, as expected, free labors that help him guard the truck. Then Dazu said, brother Chen, so many zombie. Chen said, don't do anything, these are free labors, warlock will lure them away. Then warlock run toward the zombies proudly thinking, brave dog. Not afraid of difficulty. Then he lure them safely, while Dazu says, why, do he feel like this dog has more use than me? Chen said, don't compare yourself to a dog, there are many things that it can do and he can't do, we all have our own use. Then Dazu surprise, he innocently asked, there are things that it can do, and you can't do? Chen funny way said, yeah, it dares to eat shit, do you dare? While hearing this warlock said, this is slander. Don't eat. They come to grain storage, on their way, they killing many zombies with truck. Dazu said, brother, this heavy truck is amazing. Then Chen said, there were many staff member, after hearing the sound outside, no one call for help. Then he stopped the truck and thinks, it's a big place, there might be underground basement, there might be a people hiding in basement, so didn't heard. Then Chen come out of truck and said, this should be the passage leading to the basement, and they open basement door, lit the torch, there are staircase. Then Chen saw something and shocked, it's a human skeleton. He thinks, normal zombie eat human, but won't eat everything's until only left with bone. Could it be some kind of creature mutated inside? Then a sweat drips on his face and he said, he wonder if it's an ant or a rat, but both are gregarious, there will be many of them. No, he can't take risk, like is most important. Then some sound coming from there. Chen said, crap, it's rat group. They ran while lots of rats chasing them. They come out on surface and Chen said, Lightning King, take note of your safety. He is barking at rat. The Lightning King is running towards door while many rats are chasing him. Then a rat stop and screaming and pointing finger to them and said, yummy humans, come to me. Then Rat King jump over to them and said, let's see how you guys escape. Then he hit Chen, he fell down on ground. Dazu said, brother, we are doomed, while Chen Lu is scared. Then a rat attack him, Chen ready with his electric bat and said, Dazu, don't hesitate, and attacks. Rats were surrounded them on their armor, they both fighting with lightning bat and killing them one by one. Chen thinks, luckily, electric bat kill them, but that Rat King can't. They stand both opposite back to back. Chen thinks, Rat King must be mutant. Then explain about that, be it survivors or zombie creatures, all combat ability will grow slowly, but there will always be individual mutant who will overdraw their life ponytail and make their strength skyrocket. He thinks, he have encounter on here, why is he unlucky? Then Rat King jump over Dazu, he attacked him with electric bat and said, die. Rat King says, it's useless, he gone for Dazu's neck and bites it, but armor protects him. Dazu thinks, another bite and armor will have hole. Chen think, this Rat King at least rank 3 or even rank 4. Then he take out some pork meat out of space and said, he had no choice, he can't kill it in such a short amount of time, can only use normal method. Then he throws some pork meat into the crowd of rats and run, while thinks if he didn't break through to rank 2 yesterday night, all of us would definitely died here today. Then Rat King said, this electric bat poses any threat to me? While sitting on Dazu's chest he said, then he will bite him now to death first, then bite you to death next. Chen run towards him as one hand electric bat and another hand is hiding void sword. Now he can only put all his hope to the void sword, and he said, "Die," when Rat King going to bite Dazu. Then Chen swing his sword on Rat King head and kill him. Then he dig out core crystal. It's a big enough. Then Chen said, "Dazu, the Rat King front fang are pretty good, make a weapon in future." "He's not strong enough, try to pull it out, there is a Rat King's head." Then Dazu said, "Okay brother, let me do it." He is digging out that Rat King's teeth. Then he bring out Rat King fang, that Rat King fang +1. Chen Lu said, "Not bad, let's go, now, we'll go to basement." Then Dazu asked with a surprise expression on face, "Brother, just how big is your spaces?" Then we saw Chen is open his big subspace and storing grains all in it. Chen said, "Just as big as this grain storage." He said, "Dazu, you can't tell anyone that he have stocked many resources, remember, not matter who is it, don't tell anyone." Dazu said, "Don't worry, brother, he understand, even if he's beaten to death he also won't say." Then they look upper and Dazu said, "Why did it suddenly become darker?" Chen said, "Should be a blackout, we should also quickly finish what we come here for and go to home." Chen said, "Today's fight against the Ret King was too dangerous, he think, we should stay at home and become stronger first. Judging by the speed he absorbed crystal, he will take 2 to 3 days to reach rank 3, these few days if you are bored if you can play games and watch movie." Then Chen said, "Alright, it's decide then, let's eat." 3 days later, Chen said, "Lightning King, it would be good if you are know how to watch the bowls." Lightning King said, "Don't be such as a bastard." Then in 3 days Chen reached rank 3 and Lightning King also reached rank 2. Then Chen said to Lightning King, "To be strong you should practice on zombie outside." When Lightning King going to outside, then Chen stop him. Lightning King is happy thinking about, is he stopping me from going out? As expected, he is worried about me. And then Chen came and said, he packed 2 garbage bags, so throw them when you go out. Lightning King thought, you're really a bastard, and you don't treat me as a dog at all. Then Chen said, so unmettered, when can you throw rubbish, handle all chores, you will be a matured dog. Chen think, he feel like he really need Mayu now, can take care of our daily life. If he remember, she lives at nearby 5-star hotel staff dormitory. He thinks, it decide. Then he become rank 3, he will go to find her. Then he is sleeping on his bed and something it hurts and he hold his head and thinks, used half a month to break through in my past life, it's only be 3 days in this life, he become rank 3 ability user. Then he thinks, want void sword's duration increased from 5 second to 20 second, finally he can go out now. Chen thinks during morning we will leave to find Mayu, then bring back core crystal. Then next day we saw there are zombies lying on ground while Dazu said, brother, he found the staff dormitories here and Chen Lu killing the zombies one after killing many zombies. Then sudden a waiter shouted for help, please save us, save him. Then Chen collect all the crystals and said, great, killed for half an hour or finally encounter someone alive. Then he asks, do you know Mayu? Then we saw there's a woman beating Mayu and telling her there's no space. That woman grasped Mayu's hair and said, dare to refuse. Do you know who she is? And then one of a man said, he think, the remaining vegetables aren't enough for all of us survival, so if she doesn't listen, then throw her out. While Mayu is begging from them for not throwing out, a man said, you can see, we don't have enough space. That man said, for the sake of everyone we can only sacrifice you, go out, any escape from here, find other places to hide. Mayu said, escape? Outside is filled with zombies, how does she escape? That man said, don't worry, we will wish you good luck. Mayu said, manager, you are clearing asking me to go out and die. Then to throw him out, that lady said, this is the consequences for refusing. Then 2 zombies is approaching toward her, she thinks, she can't cry and let them laugh, and she said, she's so angry, whoever who can help me kill this group of bastard, he willing to pay any price. Then 2 zombies jumping over her, she thinks, such a pity, she won't have the chance to anymore. Then Chen Lu is there on timing and kill all zombies. There are Chen, Dazu, and the lightning around her. Then Chen and Dazu is killing zombies one by one while that lady Happy said, "We are saved after hanging on for 5 days, we are finally saved." Then all zombie dies, then lady and some man behind him come out and that lady said, "To hero, thank you for saving us, nice to meet you guys." She thinks, it would be better if the two of them are my fans. Chen said to Ma Yu, "What's going on? Do you need me to help you do anything?" Then Ma Yu explained everything and said, "It's also her fault, she shouldn't have saved them." Chen said, "That's why being kind is hard." Then a man approached him and said, "Hey, brother, can you send me back home safely? After crisis resolved, come work at my company, he will pay you a salary up 2 lakhs. Then Chen said, "So what if you are rich?" Then Dazu hit him and said, "He hate people who betray other people kindness the most." While the waiter is open his mouth and thinking, he is so brave, these are all big shots. Are they not afraid of revenge by those peoples? That man said, "Brother, you helped your friend vent his anger, if you guys can send me to safe place, you can mention any condition you want." Chen thanks such a pity, only he follow own principle, if you are my enemy, he want to let you guys off when he have the chance to kill you guys. Then he opened his subspace and said, "Even though you offended my people, but, don't worry, he won't kill you guys, he will tie you guys up, whether you can guys survive or not, depend on your fate." Then that man said, "That's not different from killing you guys, there are many zombies outside, did you not consider this problem?" Then that woman begging them save her, while women trying to seduce Chen that she can willing to do anything. Chen thinks, this person, want to offer her body to survive. Then Chen said, "Get lost, you are too dirty," and then Dazu tied them. "Waiter want to follow you." Then they are coming outside. Chen said, "Do you think you are worth for me to let you follow?" Then waiter said, he can then change, bring out a bat and give them to the waiter and said, "Take this, go to street and kill zombie and he will let you follow him." Chen said, "He have given your chance but you didn't really treasure it, then he won't let you join the team, but he can give you some benefits, giving you 3 minutes to shop freely, then he will escort you back to the dormitory, as thank you." Then Chen said, "Ma Yu, he lack of logistics and no one cooking, so he thought of you. Instead of washing the diseases and pots, he rather than kill the zombies, he will guarantee your personal safety and he won't treat you badly. You encountering me, is the luckiest thing in your life." Then Chen said, "What's your response, are you willing to go back with him?" Ma Yu said, "He willing to go with the really." Chen welcomed her to the team, after sending him will go back and celebrate a big fest, and Chen said, "Of course, you have to cook them all." Then they come to Chen Lu home, there Chen explain about his superpower and also Dazu and Lightning King's power. Then he asked, "What about yours? Do you feel anything in past few days?" Ma Yu said, "On the 3rd day, he did as a headed but he didn't know what his ability, she has been starving so she didn't pay attention to it." Then Chen said, "The ability that is on the 3rd day is and good or bad, just then listen to me now, try to feel the power on your body, slowly." Then she do it and concentrated and in hand there is a fire. Then Chen said surprised, "Fire," he thinks, fire user, can make cooked food even more delicious, a super safe. Then 1 hour later, there is a lot of dishes. Chen said, "What are you waiting for, let's eat." While they are eating like hell, Chen thinks, he don't need to wash dishes anymore. He said, "Ma, you no rush, come with me. He will show you your room." Then he said, "If need anything you can tell, you just take note, don't let any water enter your mouth, and you lost your phone, right?" Then he give phone and power bank. "We will not go out for next few days, we will stay here and upgrade our ability." A few days later, Chen finally level 3. Then he stretch his body and said, according to the speed, if he want Tor Crystal and find the sisters Myling and Mealy, he thinking about them and said, 10 days have passed, he wondered if they have experienced the apocalypse suffering, it's not time to help them yet, but, he had go to a look prevent other from getting them, since it revival spell. People with such ability should only belongs to him, otherwise he will be bad. Then Chen and Dazu and Lighting King leave to collect crystal cores when we aren't at home, no matter who it is. Don't open the door, even if someone about to die in front of you, you also must not open. Then he gave Mayu to electric bat and said, close the door and window, don't look outside, also don't go outside, otherwise you will be handle the consequences yourself. Mayu said, don't worry, she is understand. Then we saw there, around buildings there, Chen and Dazu is killing zombies, and Chen asked, how many have we collected? Then Dazu said, around 500. Then he hold and said, it's alright, it's enough, if he remember the sisters live in area, let's go take a look. Then he said, Dazu, go back to the truck first. He'll bring Lighting King for a stall and finish up the remaining. He reached a building and he said, if he remember they live at the third unit 201. Sudden he barking on near buses while Chen asked, what's wrong? And he jumping out in buses. There is a cat running from Lightning King. It's a cat. While that cat is thinking about, such a pity cat, it's not bad to take it home as a pet. Then Chen stopped Lightning King, don't harm her while that is crying, and said, quickly tell this stupid dog to let me go. Then Chen is surprised and thinks about this voice, this cat grasped the ability of telepathy. Then he thought an unexpected gain, he must take it, my pet. Lightning King, how can you be rough? Let's go of it. Then he take the cat, while Lightning King said, alright, it's my fault. Then that cat said, she didn't provoke it. Dog bite me, it's so bad. Chen said, yeah, it's a bad dog. Then that cat sniffing something, she said, you have any dried fish? She feel like you have it. Then Change said, how did you know? Then Chen think, but he don't mind feeding it. After you eat my things, you are my cat. Then sudden a voice come and said, let's go of my rice. From upper floor, we saw a lady, she is Mealy. Then Chen thinks, this guy is called Rice. It's her pet? Why have he not seen this cat in my past life? Never heard of these sisters mentioning it too. Then she said, return Rice to me. And Chen thinks, but, it's worth coming. Then he hand over the cats and Mealy said, sorry Rice. Chen thinks, it seemed like those sisters don't stay together. If Myling was here, she definitely won't let her come out alone. Then Mealy said, goodbye, while that cat is said, let's go of her as he has died fish, he isn't a bad person. Mealy said, Rice, what's wrong with you? Then Mealy drop out cat from her hand and come to Chen and said, she haven't eaten fish for a week already, give me one. Then Chen think, what do he do? Should he use this chance to try and make the younger sister join me? Then he said to the cats, that supermarket, he will bring you there. He said, why don't we cooperate and search for resources together? That cat said to Mealy, she can feel that, this person don't have any evil intention, can trust him. Then Mealy said, but, that cat is turned around and said, then don't you can stay, she will go with him. You are the same, wait for me to bring you food at home. Then Mealy smiled and said, no, no. Then she said, she will go with you guys wait for me, she will take sometimes. Then we saw she put a hat on his head and bring out a pin and said, she's ready. While she surprised to see Dazu, Chen said, according to the game he is equivalent to the warrior. Then he pick up the cat and said, this dog is my companion. Lightning King can use lightning. She surprised thought, dog can use lightning, it's in not only special ability. Then Chen hold the cat and said, his ability equivalent to the void magician. What about you? You know about Rice, she can communicate with persons, she is Mealy, her ability is equivalent to a priest. Then that cat said, zombies, there are zombies, there are lots of zombies around them. Then she said, be careful, she'll buff you guys with strength. Chen thinks, she's only level 1 right? They start killing zombies one by one. Then one zombie going to Mealy. Chen said, move back, let me handle it. She said, no need, she haven't fought any zombie before, it's a good she can use it target for me to train her combat. Then she hold pin and ready to attack, since she have experience it sooner all let her. Then Chen thinks about Mealy that she is a weak on the outside and strong on the inside, no wonder she could survive until the end, it just the power of the rolling pin is limited. Then Chen says, you need to iron rod, give her one iron rod. No, you can do it. Then she thought, don't be scared, don't feel fear. She closed her eyes and then she thought, she can definitely do it, and then she hit one of zombie on his head and beating him more and more. That zombie's dying. Chen said, hey, it's already dead. Then she exhausted and vomiting, while Chen comforted her said, you did well, then give him water bottle, and she thanks him. We saw the cat rice is annoyed and said, wasting time. Why aren't we going to find dried fish? Then they go to mall floor number 2 and cleared it all. Chen give her a bag and said, Mealy, go get a bag, fill whatever you want inside, as many as you can, and she said, okay, and that cat said, quickly, help her open. Please, she beg you. Chen thought, why do he feel that this cat ability should be more than mental power? Chen thinks, after all, such a special ability cannot be mastered at the early stage of apocalypse, he must get it to join him, and he said, eat lesser, he have a fresh fish, come back with him, he also have braised fish. The cat is enjoyed to hearing this, she agreed to come with Chen. Then when Mealy is shopping her back, there is a big zombie standing. Lightning King said, danger, danger. Then Mealy turn around and see, there is a big zombie is standing. Sia scared and trip back and fall down to ground. That zombie said, hungry, too hungry, let me eat you. While she is trying to defend herself, then she throw a bag on it and said, get lost, and she run from there. Then she bumps with Chen Lu. He thinks unexpectedly it's another mutant zombie. From the looks of the zombie, it will be the devourer that he had seen often in his past life. He remember their strength and defense strong. They can also use charge and self-destruct. From the look of the size, it's rank 3. Then Chen said to Mealy, stay behind him, don't be scared, he is here. While Mealy is behind with surprised face, Chen preparing something in his hand and think, but he's not scared of you. And Lightning King charge his lightning from behind to zombie, while that zombie attention toward Lightning King. Then Chen bring out his void sword and jump over that zombie and cut him into half, and said to Mealy, don't look, the corpse is very disgusting. Then Mealy close to Chen Lu think, he kill that is scary monster with a single strike, he is so handsome and cool. Then Chen said, hold his hand and walk, he'll bring you and leave this place first. Then Chen said, okay, you can open your eyes now. She thinks, why haven't she discovered it before? So big brother Chen Lu is look so handsome. They both see each other's, like couples. Then Chen Lu thinks, her reaction, he never thought, appearance would help me. Then he hold his hand and said, Mealy, let's form a team together from now on, we can take care of each other. Then Chen said, we have searched resources, we should go back and eat dinner. She said, she have to stay at home and wait for his elder sister. If her sister came back, see that she's not at home, she will be panic and get worried. Why don't you go back first? She will wait for her sister, then go to your place. Then that cat said, why did you reject? Can't you leave a note at home? Milling won't to get worry if she sees it. And she have a feeling Miling won't come back today, and she said, he will make us braised fish. Mealy used to dumbfound that cat continue, you must go no matter what. She wants to eat fish, and then Mealy said, all right, brother, your place isn't far away, right? Chen Lu said, of course.